Have you ever stopped to think if the way you actually upload a YouTube short makes any real difference? I'm not talking about the video content itself, but the literal steps you take to get it published. Well, we're about to look at an experiment that shows the difference isn't just a little, it is absolutely massive. Okay, so here's the setup, and it's super simple. They created two brand new, totally fresh YouTube channels. The exact same educational short was uploaded to both of them. One was uploaded using the basic, quick method most of us use. We'll call that the Novice method. The other, it used a very specific, multi-step process. That's the Pro method. And this is where it gets wild. The results were just staggering. The Novice upload pretty much flatlined at around 700 views. But the Pro upload, it blew past 15,000 views and pulled in over 1,000 subscribers from that one video. Think about that. Same video, same new channel, but completely different worlds. This just goes to show that how you upload is critically important. So obviously, that brings up the million-dollar question. What was the secret? What on earth did the Pro method do that the other one didn't? Was it some kind of hidden trick, a secret button in the app? Well, the answer is actually way more logical than that. The secret wasn't a hack or a cheat code. It all boiled down to one thing: properly signaling to the YouTube algorithm exactly who your video is for. The entire goal of the professional method is to help your video find its perfect audience right from the get-go. And this right here perfectly shows the two paths your short can take. On one side, you've got the Pro method's positive feedback loop. Your video finds the right people, they engage with it, and that tells the algorithm, hey, show this to more people like them. But on the other side, you see the Novice method's negative loop. The video gets shown to the wrong people, they swipe away immediately, and the algorithm basically sends it to the digital graveyard. All right, before we get into the step-by-step playbook, we really need to clear the air, because there are a ton of myths floating around about shorts that can seriously sabotage your channel. Let's bust some of the biggest ones right now. First up, the age-old debate. You've probably heard a million different opinions on this one. Can you just upload whenever, or is timing actually a crucial piece of the puzzle? The answer is a huge yes. It absolutely matters. The YouTube algorithm starts testing your video the second it goes live. So if you upload when your target audience is most active, you're giving it the strongest possible start. If you have a new channel and no data yet, a really solid place to start is between 7 and 8 p.m. That's a peak time for a lot of people. This one is so tempting, right? You see a sound that's blowing up and you think, if I just slap this on my video, it'll go viral too. But hold on, it's not that simple, and this can be a massive mistake. So here's the deal. It is all about context. If your short is pure entertainment, a dance, a funny trend that actually sits the music, then for sure, go for it. But if your content is educational, adding a trending song can be a complete disaster. Why? Because the algorithm will show your video to people who are interested in the music, not your topic. They'll swipe away in a second, and that just kills your video's momentum. Come on, admit it. We've all thought about it. Just log into a couple of other accounts, maybe your friend's phone, loop the video a few times and give it a little nudge to get it going. But does that actually work? The answer is a hard no. YouTube's algorithm is way, way smarter than that. It's not just looking at the account, it's tracking the actual device and the IP address. Trying to game the system like this is just seen as fake engagement, and it can seriously damage your channel's trust score with the algorithm. Just don't do it. Oh man, this is probably the biggest fear for anyone starting out. You pour your heart and soul into a short, you upload it, and crickets. It is so easy to feel like you've already failed and your channel is dead on arrival. Let me tell you right now, that could not be further from the truth. The algorithm treats every single upload like a brand new experiment. A video getting 100 views does not, in any way, mean your next video can't get 100,000. Your channel isn't dead, it's just learning. You just have to keep uploading. Okay, so with those myths officially busted, let's get to the good part. This is the Pro playbook, the exact two-part process that was used in that experiment to get those 15,000 views. Part 1 happens right inside the main YouTube app. First, your title. Make it descriptive, searchable, and add one relevant emoji to make it stand out. Next, and this is super important, use that little pencil icon to scrub through your video and pick a really compelling frame for your thumbnail. Then, before you hit that upload button, set the visibility to unlisted. I repeat, unlisted, not public. And finally, make sure the audience is set to not made for kids to get the widest possible reach. Okay, once your video is uploaded as unlisted, you're going to hop over to the YouTube Studio app. Now copy your title and paste it right at the top of the description. Under that, add some relevant keywords and hashtags. Then, in the tags section, add about 4 or 5 strong tags. Definitely include your full title and your channel name. Pick the right category for your video, and here's a great tip for new channels. Hide the like count, it just lets people judge the video for what it is. Finally, you schedule it or switch it to public right at your peak audience time. Now, following all those steps is one thing, but having the right mindset is honestly just as important. Success with Shorts isn't about one single upload. It's about understanding how to work with the algorithm over the long haul. The most important number I want you to remember is this one. 1. Your channel is not defined by one video. Not your first, not your 5th, not your 10th. Every single upload is just one data point in the algorithm's giant experiment. So you gotta treat it that way. And speaking of data points, let's talk about that initial boost. It's not some magic button that makes you go viral. It's simply your job to give the algorithm the best first impression possible by launching your video when your most engaged viewers are watching. That's how you send the strongest positive signal right at the start of its experiment. You know, this quote just nails it. The algorithm is always testing, always learning about your content and who likes it. Your role in this whole thing is simple. Just be consistent and keep giving it good stuff to test. All right, so let's boil this all down. What are the key takeaways? First, the upload process itself is a super powerful tool. Second, your main goal is to find the right audience, not just any audience. Third, watch out for those common myths that can send you way off track. And finally, use that 2-part playbook, YouTube app, then YT Studio, every single time. And one last piece of advice, and this is for your own sanity. Once you've done all the steps and hit publish, walk away. Seriously, constantly refreshing the analytics page does absolutely nothing but drive you crazy. Give the algorithm at least 24 hours to do its thing before you even start looking at the numbers. Look, that difference between 700 views and 15,000 views, that wasn't about the content. It was about the strategy. Every single upload is a new chance, a new experiment. So the only question left is, for your next one, are you ready to upload it like a pro and give it the best shot it's got?